Hey everyone, welcome back to the Paste Studios. We're live now with Tall Heights. Guys, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, man, great to see everybody again. This is round 3. We've hosted you in the old tape room, cross paths in Austin at South by Southwest, and now we're here in the David Lynch Red Room. So stoked to see you guys a third time.
Boom.
Yeah. So you're doing 3 songs today off of Pretty Colors for Your Actions, which is out right now on Sony Masterworks. And can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing first?
Yeah, the song's called Not Like It Was. It's actually track 1 on the record, and it's about the fear of the present.
One, two, three.
I know, it's not like it was. That don't mean I'm just hanging it up. We've entered in the darker side. I'm just a mirror. I'm afraid of the slow decline, but I go crazy if you leave my side. Stave off the sinking, clear off the rust. We've entered in the darker side. I'm just a mirror. I'm afraid of the slow decline. I'm just a mirror. I go crazy if you leave my side.
Right. Sounds great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. So can we talk a little bit about the way this album was done versus the way the previous album, Neptune, was done, where that one was maybe a little more production heavy and this one is more maybe similar to the scenario you guys are doing here, a room in a band.
Yeah. Well, it's way more in this direction. I wouldn't say like more and less production. It's just like a different focus of production, you know? And for us, like, we have come to this realization and something that we found like beautifully liberating in our creative process is just like looking back at everything we've done. And at this point in time, we've done a few things. So like we can kind of like see what has changed and what has remained the same. And I think retroactively speaking, we like noticed that, man, we've been singing together for a long time, and we've been singing together not just like in harmony or in unison or, you know, one and then the other. It's just it's a commitment to this sound or this voice, this combination of not just like the sounds, but also like the perspectives and the individual thought processes that are happening when we're creating songs. And so we realized that like as long as we continue our focus on that thing, the thing that we've always done, the sound of our voices and that underlying commitment to the voice, like the 2 equals 1 sort of thing, that it would just end up sounding like Tall Heights no matter what we did. So we went into the studio and we just like brought a bunch of people, friends and colleagues, people we love and musicians we really respect, including these guys here. We brought them into the studio and we made something that we thought was just like great in those weeks that we were there, and just trusted that at the other end of that it would sound like us, because again that commitment to the sound of the voice, you know, surrounding everything around that would just, you know, yield the Tall Heights thing.
And do you feel like the place itself, so you guys recorded mostly, if not exclusively, at Applehead up in Woodstock, and that, I mean, did the place rub off on the sound of the record, or would it have sounded how it sounded regardless of where you guys recorded?
Yeah, I know it's true for everybody. We can't ignore our surroundings. It definitely had an effect. We didn't seek out Woodstock as a place to inspire the record, but it ended up having its imprint, I would say. Yeah, we kind of tracked it over the course of a few seasons, and yeah, I can hear that in some of those tracks.
Cool. Well, it's been a pleasure on our side to see you guys develop. I think we started recording in 2015 or something. That might not be true, but we've recorded you guys a number of times, so
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure to see
Yeah,
that
well, it's
evolution
been a-
for us.
It's been a pleasure to be hanging with you guys, and yeah, I mean, we so appreciate Paste, and not just for your support of us, but for your support of musicians like us. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, well, we love doing it. So thanks for coming and doing this for us. And so you're going to play a second and a third song off of Pretty Colors for Your Actions. Can you tell us what you're doing second?
Yeah, we do Midnight Oil.
Yeah.
This is where the album gets its name.
Is this track 2 on the record? Are we just like running through the record
We're
right
just
now?
running the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna play track 3 next.
Dude, we've got time. If you want to just play it cover to cover, that's fine.
Let's just do the whole thing.
One, two, three.
I got pretty colors for your actions. I will lay them down before
right. Thanks, guys. So when people go out to see you live, is this a pretty representative instrumentation versus what the live show looks like, or is it vastly different from what we're seeing right now?
Well, he plays the drums, not the drum. So that's a pretty big distinction.
You
But-
can borrow that drum. If you're loving it, you can borrow it for tonight as long as it comes back.
This drum?
Yeah.
This is my drum.
That is his drum.
Oh.
Are you
Yeah.
trying to steal it from him?
Well, we got one too.
Oh,
Now you're just
yeah.
bragging.
Most drums look the same.
We've got a kick drum as well. We've got all kinds of things. Yours looks very nice, dude. I enjoy it. Yeah.
So he's got a drum and then a bunch of other sweet gear. And so basically the short answer to your question is kind of like we've got we're doing a lot of the stuff we do live, and you know, as always, it's just about like propping up the songs, and here in this space this is the best way to do it, you know. And as long as like we're communicating the nuance of the song and the thing that like inspired us to create it, we'll do it anyway, you know. Like he can play the drum, and we've been playing around with all sorts of weird configurations. This is Colson Picard here, and he plays a whole lot of different things, which has been really fun for us in situations like this where we can just kind of figure it out day of and create a brand new rendition of one of our songs. And this is Ian Romer. He's an incredible bass player, and we're psyched to have him out on the road with us on this tour.
You guys just figured out this arrangement today?
Well, you know, it's similar to what we would do, but because we're not on a stage with our full production setup, we just kind of make it work.
Well, it sounds great. I mean, it's the majority of what happens in this room sounds great, but it normally, I mean, what streams out to the internet sounds fantastic. In the room, it's not always as perfectly balanced as what you guys are doing here. I mean, if we just set up a pair of stereo mics, you guys are mixing yourselves perfectly, so it sounds great from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, well, we started as a duo street performing way back in 2010, so it kind of started with that sort of simplification first, and I think that taught us to build songs that would grow and lilt in the way that a song should, and then this whole like magic trick of having a band occurred to us later on, and then we're like, oh shit, you can just add a hi-hat and that's makes the chorus pop. Like before that, it was just we'd have to build a song that would make the chorus pop, you know. So I think that sort of like self-mixing and self-regulation is very much in our bones.
Cool. Well, this sounds great, and thanks for doing this on a show day. I know you guys are playing Music Hall of Williamsburg tonight. You're going to be at the Royale in Boston as a homecoming show. It's the last show of this leg of the tour. And yeah, man, thanks for doing it. And can you tell us what you're doing third off the album?
Yeah, this last one is called House on Fire.
This is so funny. You've become like the play-by-play guy today. You're like, and next we're doing.
away for now. Just a 5 out of 7 is the price of being free. Hey, I'm getting raucous. I'm living in a house on fire. I walk home in the darkness, and now I'm seeing twice as far. No matter if I want this, I'm living in a house on fire. Still working for the heartless. I'm living in a house on fire. I live in a house on fire. Hey, I'm getting raucous. I'm living in a house on fire. I shimmer in the darkness, but now I'm seeing twice as far. No matter if I want this, I'm living in a house on fire. You're working for the heartless. I'm living in a house on fire. Tonight I'm getting raucous. I'm living in a house on fire. I walk in the darkness, but now I'm seeing twice as far. No matter if I want this, I'm living in a house on, living in a house on, living in a house on. I live in a house on fire. Living in a house on fire, living in a house on fire, walking home, living in a house on fire, living in a house on fire, living in a house on fire, walking home, living in a house on fire, house on fire.
All right. Thank you guys for coming and playing 3 songs off the album. Pretty Colors for Your Actions is out right now on Sony Masterworks, so best of luck on the album. Please keep wearing. Is that an always headband for you, or is that just a sometimes
It's
headband?
becoming always because
Dude, keep
I've
it.
just
It's-
got this like sweating thing, and it really keeps the sweat out of my face. It's
Yeah, it
amazing.
does. I've got
Plus
one
I
of
like
my
how it
own
looks.
somewhere. I'm not wearing it, but it definitely adds some power. It's like you showed up to sweat, you showed up for battle. So
Thanks, man. I just want to also just like call out our boy Paul Dumas on drums back there.
right.
Yeah,
Drum.
Drum today.
Cool. Well, thank you, Paul. Thank you, everybody. This was great, and hopefully we come back for round 4 whenever it makes sense. We've got a couple studios in this building, so we'll just keep on switching the backdrop of where we do these Paste Studio sessions with you guys. And it's a standing offer. Come back anytime, and have a great show at Music Hall tonight. Have a great show at the Royale in Boston, the homecoming show tomorrow night. And guys, thanks again.
keep it spicy.
Thanks so much.